Day-to-day life in addiction for me was unmanageable, and all of my relationships were very surface level. It was really hard to be a part of society. It was difficult for me to get a job, keep a job. It was difficult for me to have long-lasting relationships. People that knew me didn't really want to be around me. And the people that did want to be around me were kind of scared to be around me. In the midst of my addiction, I wasn't very in touch with my feelings at all. But the feelings that I did have were usually sad. Felt separate from the world. Lots of times I had feelings of loneliness, disconnection. I felt disconnected from society and from people and from my family, and really felt disconnected and separate from God. You know, while I was in treatment, there were several things that I learned that were extremely valuable for me to succeed in recovery and in life. One of those things that was probably the first and foremost that I learned in treatment was to be honest. Because as I understand the program of recovery, wherever it might be, honesty has got to be the very first thing, and it's the very most important thing. Honesty is the most important thing in recovery. Without that, the foundation's cracked, and there's going to be problems later. And so if I can be honest with myself, there's a good chance I can be honest with you. I learned how to be compassionate again. You know, part of me and my heart had been calloused over because of the things I was doing and the life I was living. And when you take away the substances, it's like it's wide open, right? And you know, I met a lot of different people in there from all kinds of walks of life. And when I could find the thing that we had in common and relate to that thing, that usually on an emotional basis, compassion came into my heart, right? My day-to-day life, it's amazing because it's very structured. It was one thing Lionsgate gave me was structure. I needed that help. I needed that structure for someone to tell me, hey, you need to make your bed, and you know, this is what time we're going to bed, and you know, you're not taking a nap. Those type of things were helpful for me because up until that point, I didn't really have that structure that's needed for a successful life. What sobriety and recovery have done for me is it's opened up this space in my life for other blessings that I didn't know that I needed to come into my life. And the biggest blessing of all for me is being able to help another person. It fills my cup. So, you know, that's what my life's like today. Today, I smile. You know, I've banked things that I didn't know I needed to bank, and it's not material things. It's the principles and the foundation of my recovery is principles. So, if you're struggling and you're watching this video, and you're wondering whether or not you should seek help, I want you to know that you're worth it. Hey, my name's Jake. My sobriety date is August 10th, 2021, and I went to Lionsgate.